All right, the very first one I've got is one called Vappy.ai. And this one here is one where you set up your both incoming and outgoing voice agents. And so with this one here, it is an AI-driven machine. You create prompts for it to, for your voice AI agent to actually talk in a natural way. Now, the voices in here are actually pretty good. Inside Vappy.ai, all of their voices there are American voices, but I'm going to show you another app very shortly in this segment as well, where you can bring in some Australian voices. And hopefully I can get to play some of them as well, so you get to hear what they're like. But this dashboard, a couple of important areas in the dashboard. The one that you're probably going to use the most is the assistants. And these assistants are your telephone or voice AI assistant. So I've set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. You can see one of them is a new lead inbound, new lead outbound, no-show inbound, no-show outbound, reactivation outbound, and reactivation inbound. So what these are, the new lead ones are for people that are just new into the world. So they may have come in, if it's an inbound call, they may have come in via social media, they might have come in via a web form or something, and we want to actually call them, or they might have actually just phoned in. The outbound ones are for those that maybe we've made connections with on LinkedIn, maybe we've collected business cards and want to have a conversation or a follow-up conversation with them. Maybe someone's referred them through, or maybe it's from a list, a cold list that you've got. And it could be in your existing CRM now, or they might be brand new to you. Now, this tool here does link to your CRM. So you're able to, link contacts in your CRM and call the contacts that are in there, if your CRM supports that. And it's able to shoot back information back into the CRM to take it through to the next stage, which might be to send them an SMS message or send them an email or organize an appointment or book an appointment. And in fact, this AI agent will book an appointment if people agree to it. So what we can see in here, let me just bring up the new lead, let's say outbound. So in here, you probably can't see that very well. It's probably a wee bit small, but the first part here in the middle is a prompt. So we've got the prompt down the side, which you can generate with the likes of the large language models like ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity. That's one of my favorite ones. You can generate your prompt with that. But I've also got a form to help to guide that prompt. So you're giving it all the information that you want. So this particular prompt here is that you're a conversational, empathetic salesperson following a structured sales script helping small business company called Smash Go. That'll be my company. And the goal is to deliver the exact script as written without deviation unless an explicit objection or question is raised. So once an objection or question is addressed, return directly to the next step and rah. So you can keep on going. And your role is to schedule an appointment into the calendar. So this particular agent is to schedule an appointment. Now, if you want to hear what it sounds like, I've got a voice in here. So hopefully you can hear this. So just let me know whether you can or not. I'm just going to call this particular agent here. All right, can you hear that? Could you hear when she said hello? You couldn't hear it? No, can't hear it?
Yep, I can hear you now. Thanks for checking. This is Jess from Smashgo. Am I speaking with what name?
You are speaking with Nick, who is the business owner Smashing It Online.
Clearly, and take it from there.
All right, so she can't hear me properly because I'm using the microphone with Zoom as well, so we're sharing it. But gives you the idea. This is my Australian assistant, Jess, and she sounds pretty natural. So as I said to someone today, she's my new girlfriend. So let's just end that call then. She's my new girlfriend because she does all the stuff there some of the stuff that I don't necessarily want to do, and she does it without being asked. She doesn't take sick days. She is always happy. She doesn't get upset or flustered. And
careful, Nick. Careful, Nick. Quit like grenade.
Yeah, treading dangerous ground here, but she's lovely. So this is where you actually create the voice bots. So this is the first app that we use for this. The second one is you need a phone number. So in order to get a phone number, this tool doesn't have phone numbers. So to get a phone number, this is the tool that I use, which is one called Twilio. Some of you may have heard of it or have been using it already. Let's see if I can get it into there. And it's relatively simple to create a phone number on this platform. So 2 steps with it. One is that you need to, oops, hang on. Here we go, it's verifying me. 2 steps. One is you need to verify yourself in the platform, not for the platform itself, but for the Australian Regulatory Authority or Telecommunication Authority. So you need to verify your name, your business, and your address, your physical address. Once you've done that, you can apply for a phone number. So you can get in fact, you can get a phone number anywhere in the world. But if you're in Australia, I suggest Australian phone number, New Zealand phone number, and I have got US phone numbers for in the US. Process in the US is a little more complex. It's a wee bit different. They've got a stricter process there for identifying yourself. But once you've got a phone number, and you can have a mobile or you can have a landline, you can select it in whatever state that you want, so that they've got a whole selection of phone numbers that you can choose. So if I just show you that, what do we got? Phone numbers. Let's go to our voice. Here we go. Phone numbers. Here we go. Manage my phone numbers. Active phone numbers. There we go. So you see, well, this particular one, we've got a Gold Coast number. And if you ring this number, you will get my AI assistant, the one that just spoke to us on the screen. She's the person that she's the AI that will actually answer that number. And you'll get to hear the script right through. And she'll be trying to book you into an appointment with me. So if you have a red wine, coffee or whatever, feel free to go and book an appointment with me. More than happy to meet over a wine or a coffee. So this is where the phone numbers are. They get connected into Vappy. That's where all the calls are made. Now, the next, so that one there is Twilio.com. And the other one was Vappy.ai. The next solution I've got is one called make.com. So you might have heard of a platform called Zapier, which connects different apps together so they talk to each other. So Make is a bit the same, and what Make does is it connects the Vappy voice agent to the CRM. So we've got the iConnection, GHL, or Go High Level CRM. It connects the two. And what it does is it grabs the data from the CRM, shoots it through to the voice agent, and the voice agent's got the person's first name, they've got their phone number, they've got details on the person for when they're making the outbound call to have a conversation and set an appointment. The other thing it does too is it also shoots back a recording of the conversation, goes back into the CRM, as well as a transcript of the conversation goes back into the CRM. So, and my CRM workflows are set up in such a way that every time there's been a call, I get an email, about the conversation, and that means that I know what's going on. And then if there's when I'm actually turning up to the appointment, when it's booked in my calendar, so this happens automatically, then I know exactly what the conversation was that they had. If I'm unclear about what the transcript is, I've got the voice recording to go and listen to as well too. So this complex diagram, it's actually not that complex at all. It really just is a series and a flow that connects Vappy, this here, the voice agent, to the CRM. And it does things like it connects to ChatGPT or OpenAI to help with the conversation. So when someone's asking a question, then that's where the scripts and things are brought in from. So basically, voice AI is really text to speech. So that's really how it works, and it's just done at speed. So I've got lots of connections through to OpenAI, and then with these blue connections, they're the connections that go through to the CRM and gets it to perform various functions like doing the booking into a calendar, or sending an email out after the conversation, or if the client has or the person has made a specific request, there are workflows in there to action those specific requests. So all this workflow does is to help to run that whole process. So make.com, that really is the central point that runs the process and connects all these tools together. To get an Aussie accent for the AI agent, ElevenLabs is the place to go for that. And they've got lots and lots and lots of different agents in there. So if you want to hear what some of the agents and accents sort of sound like, you can play some of it from the home screen in here, or if you log in, you can create a free account to log in, and you've got literally hundreds of voices. And I believe in this platform too, you can clone your own voice. So if you want your own voice to be the AI agent, you can clone your own voice, and then you can use your own voice to talk. Now, ElevenLabs, I just happen to use this one for the outbound and inbound calling, but you can use it for things like reading audiobooks. You can use it for voiceovers. You can use it for videos. So there's lots and lots of use cases for it. But the great thing about ElevenLabs is it basically is a voice tool. You can connect it into other apps as well too. So if you head along to the voices section on the left-hand side, then you've got a ton of different voices. So if we want to search for, say, Australian, let's just filter now for, let's say, an Australian voice. And if you happen to be doing business in other parts of the globe as well, then you can choose an accent sort of for where it is that you are wanting to do business. And you can choose other languages as well. So, you can translate what you're doing into other languages. Where am I? Oh, hang on. We've got the language. Let's just choose an accent. I need to choose English. First of all, here we go. And once we've got English, then we can choose an accent. There we go. We've got Australian. And you can choose gender. You can choose age. So I'll just use the Australian accent at the moment. And if you then, it'll bring up a list of various people. So these are people that have actually recorded their voices and they're happy for them to be used in here. So if we click on it, then you can get
An Australian voice with a warm, friendly, and neutral tone.
Could you hear that one?
Enjoyed listening.
Yeah. Okay. So there's Hannah. She's an Aussie. You've got Steve. Steve's a bit quiet, so let's go with, say, Peter then.
The less effort, the faster and more powerful you will be.
So you can just go through and select the voice that you want. On the right hand side, they've got a little plus sign, and you can save that voice. So you've got a list of the voices that you happen to like, and then once you've saved them, then you can go and use those voices in whatever application you're wanting to use them in. So ElevenLabs, that's your go-to for voices. Vappy is your go-to for creating AI voice agents using one of those voices. Twilio is where you go to get your phone number. And Make is where you go to connect all of those things all up together. If it sounds confusing, well, it can be, but it really is a process. There's a script behind it. So one of the things that I'm developing at the moment here and my team is these voice AI agents to connect into the CRM. So anyone that's got the CRM can have an inbound and outbound voice agent. So that's something that you're interested in, let me know, because I will be looking for some use cases for this to trial out some of these, not holders folders, but just doing some limited trials with these just to perfect the system. So if that's you, let me know, put it into chat, and let's have a conversation. All right, and the last one I've got for you is a book that I'm reading at the moment. Actually, I'm listening to it. This is the audio version of it. It is called, actually, that's probably quite appropriate today, Fanatical Prospecting, the part before you do the sales. And it's actually it is a very good book. It's a combination of old school and new school information in here. The key message in the book is that people often don't have a sales problem. What they have is a problem filling their sales pipeline. So this one is really how to get a sales pipeline over a 90-day period, keep it full, and I say you've always got someone to talk to. In there, they talk about traditional things like networking, Well, it's not so much on door knocking, that sort of thing, but just your traditional way of prospecting. Also networking, social media, and a range of tools are available at the moment. So yeah, for me, this has been a really good listen. So if you're wanting to do more with your prospecting, this is a book that I've been following and enjoying as well. And that there is a roundup of our cool online tools and apps for today. So they will all be in chat. In fact, they're already there in chat. So tell us what your favorite one was. Maybe just copy and paste the one that you think will take you down the rabbit hole, as it has done for me over the week. In fact, I've been sitting in this office. I haven't emerged much out of it this week, as I've got it all going. So which is the one that you enjoy? And this is probably just a good example of how you can use a number of different apps and tools together, that with the environment that we've got today, it's no one tool that actually does one job. Sometimes you've got to connect them all up together. So this one was just a bit of a geek session for me today, because these are the ones that I've been using over the past couple of weeks, rolling it out for a client of ours that has got 10,000 leads to call. And so we're going to be doing it with, we're trialing it with this particular agent to see what we can do with that. So he's keen to see what's going to happen with it. He knows that it could go terribly wrong, but it could also go terribly right, or it could be somewhere in between. I'm hoping it's sort of somewhere in between. We'll be able to open it up. Fred.
Yeah, just a quick one. Like, I obviously use these tools pretty well as well, but one of the other things you can do is actually have a chat window, like a live chat on your website as well. So it doesn't have to be a phone call. Somebody can actually connect Vappy to the website, and they can have a live voice conversation with AI.
And they can too, yes. Yeah, I haven't been down that track yet, but yeah, I'm curious to find out more about that. So yeah, it'd be good to have a chat with you about that at some point if you've been doing that sort of thing. So yeah, you've got lots of options and things you can do here as well too. All right, well, these apps and tools, obviously we'll throw these into the Business Owners Smashing Online Facebook group. If you're not a member of that, now's a good time to head over there, hit the join button, and we'll let you in. And of course, we've got all the other tools in there as well too. Actually, we're starting to gather together a database of tools to be able to put into an organized portal for you as well too. So once we've got all that together, let you know, and then hopefully it's going to be, well, it will be searchable. So any of the tools that you want, we'll probably use an AI agent for that as well. So all you do is talk to the AI agent, tell it what you're wanting a tool for. It will bring up those tools. So that's what we're experimenting with at the moment. So if happy to be a guinea pig there, again, I was going to say let me know, but I'll probably let you know so that you can come and explore as well too.